these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And now on the heels of the pick-6, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended, as they'll try to make it 8-0. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing after the interception. Fields trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Fields. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it in enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 20, 10, 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dallas Hill. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action, Fields. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd down and 4.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Santos with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Fields.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On play action, Fields.
Buying time to his left. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Now the Eagles will once again go for the 2-point try. They'll turn to Sanders. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat the 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, it's Fields. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. That is caught at the 7. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll turn to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. On
out is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here's a handoff out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. To dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Play action. It's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. 108 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on 1st down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to maneuver. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there out of the running game.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. Week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Bears on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Fields. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Watkins, 34 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On first down, Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 32 yards. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10.
And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. The truth is, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.